I'll see you guys in the dark.
I have spent what feels like ages slowly melding into my couch. A new sitcom that will be gone by next month. I changed the channel. A rerun of last night's game of Jeopardy. I saw it last night. Blackouts on the East Coast. Slow news day. Sluggishly breaking the crust forming on my neck to search for tonight's entertainment. I craned my neck around the room. I've used too much energy, and I'm exhausted. I slump back into the same pattern as before and glare at the iridescent screen. There's nothing on TV. In other news, the 7 crew members of Space Shuttle Challenger have been confirmed. I switch back to Jeopardy. My stomach growls like thunder. I've been putting it off for hours, but eventually a man's gotta eat. I slowly peel myself out of the leather couch. With each vertebrate, a rip tears through the air as my skin forcibly removes itself from the mold I have created with my comatose state. My stomach roars. Yeah, I'm going, I say to myself. The light from my fridge shocks my weary eyes. I peer through the thick light to see an almost empty fridge. The only thing that sits there, lonely, is a can of sardines. I open up my contacts and scroll through the assortment of delivery restaurants and stumble upon my sister. I haven't seen her yet. I haven't seen many people in quite a while. I continue through my phone. I call the Chinese food place and shuffle slowly back to my self-molded chasm. I succumb to the will of the broadcast stations and watch their bubblegum TV. Sweet but hard to swallow, and it leaves me empty. The doorbell finally rings. It's so far away. I lay in the perfectly molded crevice, wondering how to climb out. With Herculean strength, I ascend. I shuffle towards the distant door, knowing that the teenager on the other side has more to live for. I can't stand him. I haven't seen his face, but I freaking hate him. I reach for my wallet and open the only entrance to my shelter from the outside world. It's my neighbor standing in the dimly lit hallway. Stains riddle the carpet. Where the hell is my food? I almost said that out loud. I have to slow down. Hey. I pause, a little bit off foot. I've never said anything past hello to him. He doesn't seem like my type. Well-dressed and timid. He seems lonely. I scramble for the right words. What do you want? Those were the wrong words. Hey man. I've been getting your mail for a little bit. Been meaning to hand it off for a while. Thanks. I grab my mail. Why didn't he just leave it in the front of my door? A long pause, almost like he is waiting for something. Well, spit it out. Well, enjoy your mail. Yep. Christ. I remember why I don't go outside anymore. I sift through the daily reminders of shop at Kroger, the overdue utility notices, and a Bible's worth of porno mags. They weigh heavy in my arms, but my soul has accepted my gluttony. I pass a few more letters, mostly cards apologizing for my loss. I never appreciated those. They're very hollow. People expect good karma from something so disingenuous. As I keep sifting, I stumble upon a letter from my sister. Huh? Coincidences? I stare at the letter, not really sure what to think about it. How old is this? Why write a letter? We're at the peak of technology. We have digital ups, for God's sakes. Maybe I should call her. Not yet. I worry a bit too much sometimes. I rip open the envelope. Dear Charlie, the funeral is canceled. I'm sure you've heard about the blackouts in New York. I am safe for now, but completely terrified. I couldn't call. My cell phone has died before I could charge it, and the landline is down. I can barely sleep anymore. The feral cats make the most disturbing noises. Sometimes, I'm not really sure if they are actually feral cats or not. My across-the-hall neighbor went outside during maybe the 3rd or 4th day. He came back and didn't say a word. He's usually so friendly and polite with me. I've had him and his wife over for dinner so many times. They've babysat Delilah almost every day after she comes home from school. I don't know what could have happened, but when he came, I could see what I thought was blood on his shoes. How could something get that bad out there? There haven't been riots, at least any that I am aware of. So my mind wanders to more brutal, more personal crimes. I'm running low on food. I'll have to go out soon. I don't know what Delilah is going to do. She'll have to stick here alone for a little while. The nights are unbearable for me. Shadows move outside the window. I can hear things climb the fire escape. I've run out of excuses to tell Delilah. The worst thing by far is every night, midnight on the dot, there is a sickly drumming, and with every thud is a disgusting moan. I tried ignoring it the first few nights, but it's so eerie. It reminds me of the blood on my neighbor's shoe. Every time I hear the moan, it sends shivers down my spine. This is going to sound crazy, but the voice that's moaning sounds so familiar. I know that's crazy, right? How can you tell a voice from a moan? I've tried my best to find out what it is, but nothing. I've looked out the window, and I couldn't see anything in the pitch black, especially anything that could be on the street level. I've shined my flashlight. Nothing. I could try to get back to sleep, but it's torturing. Every damn night, drum after drum after drum. My mind is being splintered. I need to get out of this place. Brandon's death was devastating to all of us. Charlie, I guess the reason I'm writing is I was hoping to stay with you until the blackout clears up. It would mean a lot. I'm just so scared. Love, your sister. Cancel the funeral over a little power outage? Christ. The blackout's gotten to her head. Do I write back? She might already be on her way. I look around at the filth and waste that was built up around me. I look at the clock. It's 11:37. Damn, my sleep schedule is messed up. I go back to the cozy indent in my couch and continue mindlessly assuming last night's episode of Jeopardy. I'm not really paying any attention. Should I call her? Her phone is dead. She's probably on her way. What is Nestle? I tell Alex Trebek half-heartedly. Maybe she charged it at a gas station. She's on her way. No, you idiot. Maybe I should be on Jeopardy. My phone is shaming me. I can feel it. She's on her way. I give in. I pick up my cell phone and scroll past the multitude of delivery food contacts to finally reach my sister. The dial tone lazily drones on. I'm getting impatient, and Alex won't shut up about the daily double. That freaking funeral has already messed my mind up, and now this blackout. The daily tone drones on. There's a knock on my door. What now? I swing open the door to see a shitty, disgusting teenager with my food. I completely forgot I even ordered. I hand him the cash, take my food, and slam the door before he can even hand me the change. It's ringing there. It must be charged. It goes to voicemail. I chuck it across my apartment. I can't lose another sibling. I breathe. She's on her way. She'll call me in the morning. She's probably just sleeping now. Maybe I TiVo'd the 11 o'clock news. Each freaking bong the TiVo makes sends me into a rage of fury. I search through the pointless DVR. There's nothing. I run to my computer. Hopefully this clunky piece of crap will run. Bwang! The Windows logo rings me as the shine creates a halo around my face. I stare at the screen. Inch by inch, the starting up process moves along. I stare it down. Intimidation usually works. The letter lingers, building an acidic pressure in the back of my mind. With each and every second that passes by, the burden gets heavier and heavier. Where's my phone? Maybe I should call her just one more time. While the computer is loading, I try to recollect the general direction I chucked my phone. I'm destroying carefully built skyscrapers of trash, scrounging through the crusty and damp laundry, delicately and softly covering the floor like sand dunes on a desert. I hear my computer croak, and I give up on the search for now. I type in my password, but each letter takes eons to finally show up in the password bar. Ah! I pause and close my eyes as frustration drains from my body. A knock on the door launches me back into electric fury. Who the fuck is knocking on my door? I storm over to the breach in my sanctuary and swing it open. It's my neighbor. Hey, I couldn't help but hear you from the hall. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I'm about to shut him out for the sake of peace, but a thought slithers into existence. Have you heard anything about the blackouts on the East Coast? I'm sure his answer will be as mundane as he is. No, not much. Nothing good, anyways. Why? Screw him, he did that on purpose. Nothing, thanks for checking up on me. Like he even freaking cared to begin with. Oh, no problem. Let me know. I slam the barrier shut. I can finally look it up for myself so I can prove the lying scumbag across the hall was wrong. Everything's fine on the East Coast. She's freaking paranoid. The words come out soft and weak. I run Internet Explorer. My computer struggles in late hours as if I woke it up. I bang it a few times. A thud from down the street grabs my attention. Why did she focus on the drumming out of all things? That could be anything. Finally, Explorer opens up. I quickly type in East Coast blackouts. Green slowly crawls across the long search bar, standing its ground every few seconds as if it's trying to taunt me. Come on, come on. It's so freaking close. I can taste it. Every grueling second here is one more in ignorance. I think about screaming again, but that attracts pests. I am stuck in this eternal rage with no release. It's grueling. The search bar freezes mere nanometers from the end. It's so close. Another nanometer goes by. The search bar stops. I'm going to pop a vein. I clench my fists and teeth, giving into my rage. The web page finally loads up. Yes! It's at that exact second the power goes out. Alec Trebek's voice no longer fills the room. I sit there in silence. I've been defeated. A groan echoes across the darkness. A transformer probably blew, that's all. It's just my building. I try to look out my window, but the city is dark. It's just my block, I tell myself. My eyes adjust to the dark, and I stand perfectly still trying to listen for feral cats. It's nothing. It will all pass in the morning. I look at the clock, and it's dead. I should just sleep it off. I stay frozen. I tell myself again, just get some sleep. I ignore it. What was the blood on her neighbor's shoe? No matter now. My sister's going to be here in the morning. I just have to keep calm. I wander off to my bed, stubbing my toe on the kitchen counter. I sigh. Maybe I'm delusional. His death is rough on everyone. I lay down and my exhaustion is already getting the better of me. Is Delilah okay? A long blackout like that must freak her out. I take a deep breath and try to put it out of my mind. What's with those cats? My sister's just paranoid. She'll be here in the morning. I leave the thought behind. The phrase, things climb over the fire escape, flickers across my restless brain. The electricity's out. People use the fire escape instead of the elevator. I toss the idea aside and pay no attention to the glaring discrepancies. I silence my active imagination and rest. Thud, thud, thud. I'm dragged out of my slumber, groggy. What the hell is that noise? Thud, thud, thud. My heart skips a beat as heavy realization hits me. Thud, thud, thud. I bolt out of my bedroom. I'm gonna freaking kill this guy. He's messing with me. He must have read the letter. I go to my balcony and shout down. Hey, what the absolute fuck are you doing? He looks up. I see no eyes staring back at me, no mouth to respond. A faceless drummer is staring back at me with his deep cosmic blue skin. My heart races as I try to piece this impossibility together. I can feel my brain breaking. I must have mistaken. I wipe the tiredness from my eyes, and he's still there. It's hard to tell in the dark, but his head seems smooth, no hair. A dull blue void stands before me holding a band drum. Get out of here, kid. Your jokes aren't funny. Thud. He bangs the drum in response. Ugh! Where did that noise come from if he doesn't have a mouth? Doesn't have a mouth? What the hell am I saying? It's probably some kid looking through people's freaking mail. A thought pops into my head. It's my freaking neighbor. I knew it. I couldn't trust him. Stop looking through my mail, Carson. Thud. Ugh! He bangs the freaking drums. I'm done with this. You want to play dumb, huh? I bust out of my apartment and start banging down the entrance to his flat. The door opens. Hey, Charlie, are you okay? I'm paralyzed. It's my neighbor. Thud. I don't say a word. Thud. The drum echoes down the hall. I walk back into my apartment. It's timed perfectly with each step that I take. I grab a flashlight. Open the sliding doors to the balcony. Thud. Shine the flashlight down. The drumming stops. The light seems to terrify him. He uses his drum to shield himself against it. And I see it. Her mouth is gaping open. It looks like her organs are shoved down her throat. She is living and breathing. Tears flood her eyes. Her face stretched across this monster's instrument. That happens to be my sister.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell for notifications on future videos, and become a stalker of the night. And I'll see you next time.